got for us, Andy?
Yeah, Andy, your turn.
Okay, so mine.
Oh, time's up.
Okay,
We spent too long on things that don't exist.
time for things that do.
Yep.
Okay, so mine was actually kind of similar to the Shattered Dreams in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Oh, good. We get 2 sad ones this episode.
Yay.
Let's make it happen.
But I was thinking more along the lines of plans that just didn't work. Not plans that didn't happen, but ones that just didn't work. And so, okay, I'll give an example of like what I'm kind of thinking of. So,
Yeah, let me hear it.
so you hear where it differs from Shattered Dreams.
Sorry. What a distinction we're making today.
Yep. Okay, so what I was thinking, because I just thought this was hilarious, and I still get crap for it, and whenever I visit home.
Oh, good.
And
And now you're getting crap for it here.
yeah, was okay. So me and some friends of mine, we were at their house. I think we were playing like Call of Duty. It might have been like Modern Warfare 2 or 3. I don't know.
What map are you on?
It was a really jungly one.
What guns do you have?
One's to take out a juggernaut.
What was the name of the other dudes on your team?
Sam. I don't know.
I was just letting that go because I wanted to see how long Brayden could be like, oh, yeah, what kind of shoes are you wearing? What taunts did you have?
There's no taunts.
I don't play those. Sorry.
Like, okay, so we were playing some game mode where someone is the Juggernaut. When someone kills them, they become the Juggernaut, and that's who. And the other people team up against them to try to kill them. Mm-hmm. And the Juggernaut, is like a Juggernaut, really hard to kill, and it can kill you,
bitch,
really freaking easy.
That's why they call him that.
That is why.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
So, my buddy was the Juggernaut, and we are running out of ideas. So me and his wife, we come up with this plan with him sitting right next to us so he could hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Not the
best way to come up with plans.
He fell for it.
The U.S. Embassy calls up Putin every single time we're talking about our nuclear plans, so it's good. They put him on speakerphone.
Is this cool with everybody? All right, so the plan was we were gonna lure him into this room.
Mm-hmm.
She was gonna lure him, run into this room. He was gonna follow, and then when he walked through the door, I was just gonna unload on him. He's gonna die. It's gonna be like, blah. It's gonna be sweet. No, it was not a game mode where someone turns into the Juggernaut. It was just if someone gets enough kill streaks, they turn into the Juggernaut. That's what it was.
Okay.
That's
I thought you were
important.
gonna say, no, we didn't do any of that.
All right, so I go to the hiding spot that he was still unaware of or something. Or maybe he just didn't care. I don't know. She's luring him. Everything's going according to plan. It's like, yes, we're going to do it because he's been killing us nonstop and we haven't been able to... He thinks he's about to die. It's awesome. The moment of truth. She runs through the door. She does such a good job of distracting him. I got distracted. She ran through, and I just followed her. And then Kyle came through the door and killed us all. And
Bravo.
You said it's his wife.
Yeah.
She should have just distracted him in real life.
I know!
Just start making out with him mid-game.
That would have worked. Maybe.
And if he goes, not now, baby, I'm playing Call of Duty, they get a divorce.
Actually,
Oh, God.
I could have thrown this in last episode when we were talking about best gifts we've ever given. This one year, I gave...
Their divorce.
I gave him the
Now
divorce
he's free to play games with me.
It was I think it was his birthday, and I thought the best gift to get him would be like the Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year edition with all that everything because
just in time.
He loves like that culture and everything. Recently, he got rid of his PS3, just gave it to somebody, gave the person all their games, kept Red Dead Redemption. He can't play it. But he didn't get rid of it. That's how much he loved this game.
I just like to look at it.
To the point where I remember going to their house like a couple weeks later, and his wife just looks at me and just kind of like a angry kind of like glare at me. I'm like, what did I do? He was like, you deprived me. I'm like, what?
We won't have sex anymore. He just stares at that Red Dead Redemption game all night.
Yes.
What? Are you kidding?
He just looks at it.
No, this was when he still had the PS3,
Oh, okay.
and he was still super into the game. And then it was like, I guess she was in the mood, was trying to get him in the mood, and then he was left. He was left with the decision. I could go have sex, or I can go find the chupacabra. Whatever it was, and he chose video games.
Smart man. Like,
Is he?
Sorry, baby. It's high noon.
I'm sorry, but I gotta go capture this damsel and rope her and put her on the train tracks and watch a train run over to get the achievement.
I've got to go rescue my wife.
And like in some way, I was like so proud of myself for getting him that gift, because like I can't believe I got him something that good that he passed up sex. But
To
then
be
on the
fair-
other hand, I just wanted to slap him and be like, you stupid.
Hey,
Hey, there's no platinum for crushing puss.
yeah, there is. You gotta sleep with 250 prostitutes.
Is it serious?
No. Yeah, to be fair, Andy, that's like the best game ever made, so it might be worth it.
He definitely had an erection, but it was for different reasons.
Yeah. It was a justice boner. He was righting all of the wrongs that had been committed against him.
But
I have no words for that. That's pure insanity.
yeah, speaking of plans gone wrong, I guess her plan went south.
I mean, like in recent times, like all the plans that have gone just by the wayside for us have been like not even plans that we made. We get invited to things, and the people that invite us are like, "Oh, we're not doing that anymore."
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Like a couple of our friends recently have been like 3 times in the past like 3 weeks. So like pretty consistently, they've been like, "Hey, let's hang out. This is gonna be a good time. We're gonna go to get some burritos, and we're gonna hang out at the beach, and it's gonna be a great time." We're like, "Yeah, that sounds great." They're like, "Oops, forgot. There are people more important than you. Goodbye."
Yeah, the first one was like, "Oh, I forgot I had an appointment tomorrow."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, that's okay, fine. We'll do it next week then. And then we actually do hang out with them that week and like, let's get burritos Monday. I'm like, woo, yeah, sounds good. See you Monday. And then we just never hear from them. We're like, burritos, like don't hear from them. And they're like, you want to go kayaking later? Yeah, that sounds good. Oh wait, I can't do that. The day of.
I gotta get burritos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been sad stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel good on your soul.
Yeah. Auntie never texted us back. Guess she's not coming over last night.
That's true. She had enough of us for one day, I suppose. I don't know.
How can she get over us?
I don't know.
We're the best.
We're the greatest.
Yeah, we're the best, Andy.
Yeah, she didn't even see me.
We're the best, Andy. She doesn't like you though.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding. She asked about you.
Yeah. But I was at the Japanese festival.
I was gonna ask about that.
It was actually pretty cool.
What was it?
So it's like
Side note, for those of you listening, he works at a Japanese garden. They had a weird carnival thing going on the other night. I didn't know what it was, and I was going to tell us. Go on.
Okay, so it was like in Long Beach, and it was really weird. There's this industrial district, and like right in the middle of it, they have the Long Beach Japanese Cultural Center.
In the middle of the industrial district?
Yeah.
That place is awesome.
You been there?
We got lost there one year. We were trying to get our friends to a party, and we went the wrong way and ended up in the middle of the industrial district.
Great. That's really far.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, we were lost.
Wow. All right. Yeah. So
Good times.
Oh yeah. So they have the cultural center there, and it's just this festival that happens. It's also happening tonight.
Why are you here?
Because I had to work. I had a docent today.
I don't know what that
couldn't
means.
do.
Keep going.
Talk about
Okay.
your carnival.
Yeah, so we go there, and it's just a scene where they have like performers. Like they have, I think it started off with people doing like kendo, no, not kendo, judo and like karate and that kind of stuff. And then, afterwards,
Neck
everybody's
is
like,
real greasy.
Dude, you gotta cut your nails.
it was hot. I was sweating today. Now
It
I'm
was
all-
a hot. I was sweating today. It was a hot. I was sweating today. Did you really just say that sentence to me? Words are hard.
It was a hot though.
I was sweating today.
He's talking like an Italian man. It was a hot today.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
All right, so after they did some of those performances, everything moved into the street because they closed off the street that I was on for this, and like they just had this huge like circle going on of like different Japanese dances. Everybody like went in. They would do all these different songs. They have like Japanese songs. Then they played pop songs of today and like infuse them. And it was like
That sounds cool.
It was pretty cool. And then my favorite part, right after that, we go back and that's when they set up the taiko drums. And
the taiko drums. Those
dude,
are badass.
Those guys were so awesome.
How many were there? For those of you that don't know, taiko drums are like the things you see in movies where there's like these huge, massive drums, and a bunch of guys had the two sticks, and they just sound like thunder.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole conglomeration of them. They look really cool because they get really into it. Like they're usually shirtless, and they're banging these drums, and there's like all types of sweat and flying
it's
everywhere.
Not like they just hit the drums. Like they do it, and like there's choreography with it.
Yeah.
Along with the beat, there's choreography. They hit it, and then they kind of like bring this hand, make sure like poses almost.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know. They had two groups. They had this one like elderly group, and they were probably in their 60s or 70s, but they were doing it.
Really?
I mean, they weren't doing like the whole big motions, but they were still doing it.
Yeah.
There's probably about like 6 or 7 of them, and then they had like the main ones behind them that after they left, then they kind of took over. Mm-hmm. And yeah, there was probably about 10 of them, and they were all doing their things, and it was just awesome. But yeah, they just have like performances and a bunch of like Japanese food that you could eat. We were there supporting like the Japanese garden and trying to like get our name out there that way. Mm-hmm. Asking for donations there was an earthquake that happened in Japan recently.
Again?
Yeah. And
wow. Those guys.
Yeah.
They're really getting the short end of that.
Yeah, and it had to do with like teachers, I guess something.
The teachers caused it?
The teachers caused the earthquake.
Actually, what it is there is a giant catfish under the islands of Japan with a god who has a totem just placed on his head. And whenever the god like kind of gets distracted, he like loosens his grip on the totem, and the catfish wriggles around real good, and that's what causes the earthquakes.
Fun fact: there was a banned Pokemon episode about that. It happened right. Like I think it was supposed to air at like this exact same time the tsunamis hit them.
Oh.
So like, okay, let's pull this one.
Wait, I heard they pulled the episode where after 9/11 happened, they pulled the one where it had like a giant tentacruel and it was like destroying buildings. Yeah, they stopped airing that for like a couple years.
Same with the Porygon one that was giving everybody seizures.
What?
Yeah, there was one episode where Ash like went into like the digital world to see Porygon.
Digimon!
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all!
But it had like all
Not
these
quite.
cool like light flash attacks, and they were like sent hundreds of Japanese kids into the hospital.
Oh no!
So they stopped showing that one.
Wow,
Yeah.
Pokemon's wrecking lives.
Yeah, there's also one where James got boobs, so that was.
I did see that one.
All right, I stopped watching Pokemon at the right time then.
Anyway,
that one. No, that was like first season.
Oh God, that means I saw it.
No, they didn't show it here. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
so what if you saw it? It doesn't matter.
It would have traumatized me.
Yeah, you hate Pokemon anyway.
Yeah, I guess I don't care. All right, so
Yeah, taiko drums.
yeah, so they had the taiko drums, and after that they had more performances. But yeah, it was just like this cool, like just Japanese cultural thing that went on. It was really cool.
Nice. Really a good time.
Yeah.
Sweet. Proud of you.
What was the topic?
It was plans that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I think we bled that stone dry. Because whenever we say something, we do it.
Yeah.
Because we're all
Yeah.
responsible like
Exactly. Yes.
I guess there's like the entirety of Bloodborne
that.
or the
I
Dark
guess.
Souls games.
I guess.
Like, oh, I'm gonna take that guy down. I'm gonna go around, like sweep from the back, hit his ankles so he'll like collapse, and you run over there and he's just like, you're like, oh, I tried. Now what?
I freaking hate those games.
I'm gonna play something else.
Yeah, you know.
You're.
I enjoyed watching you play, but like I would never sit down and play.
Were you there that one time when we were playing, and we found this really cool looking treasure chest just sitting in the middle of a town?
Oh.
And that's a pretty big warning sign. Like, That's a trap. Stay away from that. But whatever. Whatever. So we went for it anyway. And we opened it and like, oh, you found a coin. Like, yay. And then like I just get flung
Oh yeah.
hundreds of feet into the air, and then I come crashing down and splatter everywhere. Like, I hate this game.
I remember that.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think I was watching you play, and
Those
it
are
was
upsetting.
like someone like left a note that was like, "Walk off the edge." It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
some secret or something. So you're like, "Okay, game over."
Yep.
It's like, what?
People can leave notes and be assholes too.
Yeah,
So you're
but
like,
it got a lot of votes, which made it seem like it was
yeah, it got a lot of
good
thumbs
one.
up, and it was not that.
no.
All right, Andy, take us home.
All right, was that 3?
Yeah.
Oh man,
And then we can split up the aliens.
yeah. All right,
We'll make it work.
all right. Welcome. What episode number is this?
Also, you started with welcome. The show's over, dude.
It's all right. I'm restarting.
Now we're just starting episode 13 now.
Oh god, this happened last time too.
Yeah.
Back to back.
What episode are we on? 13.
We're on 12, but I guess we just started 13, so just bring us in, Andy.
All right, we hope to enjoy this episode of the Wham Bam. For those of you that would like to subscribe, you can do that on YouTube/StacheTag.
Yes, of
Please
course.
subscribe.
Please.
I like to pack the Brayden's house and some of his stockings.
Please subscribe.
Yes.
If you like to do that too, then like and favorite really helps us out.
Yes, whenever I go home, I file my nails into nice points and I carve strange words into the walls of my room.
If you would not like to watch us, then you can listen to us on SoundCloud or iTunes. No, stop talking.
I go
Stop,
home
stop,
and I-
stop, stop talking.
I go home and I
Stop
cook
it.
a whole pot of ragu and
Stop
I
it.
let it sit in the sun for a year.
Yeah, just look for StacheTag or Wham Bam or
You'll find us around.
yeah.
Anything like that. I've been your host, Andy Cheeto. To the left of me, we got Matt Skise.
Back again.
That's all right. That's all you get to say for the rest, because now that's it. Stop it.
Why are you being so mean?
Yo, you upset?
Furiosa.
Furiosa.
That's right. There was an A at the end of that.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Who's that, Andy? Who else?
Who
is with
am
us?
I? Who am I, Andy?
That's Brayden Curtis.
That's who I am.
That's who he is. It was good having you, Brayden.
Thank you,
as
yeah.
as a on the show.
Yeah, the
this
special
week.
guest this week.
Mm-hmm. Good times. For those of you just joining us, thank you.
We're ending.
You missed it. You somehow found this video and just started at the very end. You skipped to the closing credits.
Is that a thing? Do people do that?
No.
Maybe it was a glitch.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Say your best for last.